Hello, welcome to another Black History Moment. We are still celebrating Women's History Month, reading from Extraordinary African Americans. Marian Wright Edelman, Children's Advocate, 1939. $1 up front saves many dollars down the road. Slogan of the Children's Defense Fund. African American children were not allowed to play in the city parks in Bennettsville, South Carolina. So Marian Wright Edelman's father created a playground for them behind the church where he was minister. His daughter learned from his example. When she grew up, she established an organization that helps children all over the United States. After graduating from high school, Edelman entered Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia. During her junior year, she traveled to France and Switzerland. When she returned to the United States, she joined the fight to end segregation. She began by participating in a sit-in and was arrested. In 1963, Edelman went to Mississippi to help with the voter registration campaign. After graduating from Yale Law School, she became the first African American woman to practice law in Mississippi. She began working for the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund in Mississippi, representing civil rights demonstrators and working on school desegregation lawsuits. She also became involved with Mississippi's Head Start program, which aimed to provide better education for young children. During this time, she met her future husband, Peter Edelman, who was a member of Senator Robert Kennedy's staff. In 1968, Marian Edelman moved to Washington, D.C. to provide legal assistance to the Poor People's Campaign, an effort by the civil rights leadership to highlight the problems of the poor. She also began the Washington Research Project to identify how well laws aimed at helping poor people really worked. The project soon became the Children's Defense Fund, CDF, an organization dedicated to helping and protecting children across the country. During this time, Edelman became the first African American woman to serve on the board of directors of Yale University. Not to be outdone, Yale's rival, Harvard University, hired Edelman to direct its Center for Law and Education. But Edelman's first concern was the Children's Defense Fund. In 1973, she became its president, and in 1979, she returned to Washington to work for it full time. The Children's Defense Fund aimed to guarantee every child a healthy start, a head start, a fair start, a safe start, and a moral start. It encourages the passage of laws that will provide children with health care, education, economic security, and protection from abuse and neglect. Edelman's work with CDF earned her a Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2000. Edelman has written several books, including one for young people called Stand for Children. This title represents the philosophy of a woman who has been standing up for children all her life. Thank you for listening to this Black History Moment.